Hello, people. Thanks for joining me. We're talking about the veil of darkness. We've been surmising so far that God is at work wherever you are. He's working in you, He's working through you, He's working for you, and He's working about you. Sometimes you can't see it. And sometimes we get ourselves into situations that are just terribly dark. And we can't see the wood for the trees. And we know it's dark because chaos has come out in our lives, like we said yesterday. And we're running around like chickens without heads, and we don't know what the heck is happening. All we see is the darkness. Now, there's an answer to that. I said yesterday was the presence of Jesus, but here's a good thing for you. Jesus says this in John chapter 12, verse 23. He says, unless a kernel of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. You see what Jesus is saying here is that in order for you to bear fruit for Him, whatever that may look like, you can have a think about that, whatever that fruit may look like, something has to die first. And darkness is a great place for that to happen. And Jesus uses the picture of a kernel of wheat, just a little kernel of wheat, and says, put this kernel of wheat, put it in the ground, cover it with soil, put it in like a grave almost, and let it be very dark in there, put a little bit of water, and watch what happens. That kernel of wheat, in the darkness, it germinates. And it's not long before a little green shoot begins to shoot out of the top there. And that little shoot is indicative of new life. When something dies like a seed of wheat, look beyond the veil, because new life is about to be birthed. So Jesus is saying this. He's saying humility is the key to spiritual growth. I don't know how many times we've said that in the last month or two, but humility is what God is looking for. And humility just doesn't come to people who stand in high places and proclaim their goodness and their greatness. Humility comes to those who are willing to go into the dark and allow God to take their ego, their pride, and bury it. That which comes out from that grave is nothing short, people, of glorious. So if God is taking us through situations that are not comfortable, that are not sounding nice, the preacher told me I'd be happy and I'd be wealthy and I'd be healthy, and all I have is the shroud of darkness over me, don't worry about that. In that shroud of darkness, God is doing His work, and there will come a day when He will open that veil, and that which He was doing in the dark will be revealed in the light. Remember, we said that the other day. And out of the darkness is going to come a beautiful new life. I hope that's going to be true of you. As you look beyond the veil of darkness, do what you need to do to continue in this veil until God has fulfilled His total purpose for you, whether it be in relationships, whether it be financial, whether it be psychologically or emotionally. If you're in that dark place, this too will change, this too will pass, as God shows you eventually what He's been doing in the dark. And it'll all be worth it. Just a thought comes to mind of a lady in labor. The ladies that give birth to children. Hey man, that's a painful place to be. It's a dark place sometimes to be. It's not comfortable giving birth. But man, at the end of the day, you say to that woman, man, you went through a dark time there. Was it worth it? And with a smile, most women will say, absolutely it was. Look what is being produced. A new life. And that's what God is doing behind the veil of darkness. He's breeding a new life. It's only a matter of time before He opens the veil and you see yourself, your situation, your circumstances in a completely different light. Now, I'm not as young as I once was, but I have, over the course of my years, seen this to be true. Practically in my own life, witnessing it taking place in the lives of people around me, that God is working mysteriously behind the darkness to produce something of great beauty. And you're going to say at the end, if somebody were to say, hey, Trevor, was it worth it? I'm going to say, absolutely it was. It was worth every moment of darkness to see what God has made. And I bet you people, it's going to be the same for you. So put a smile on your face. In the midst of darkness, just look to the future. Look to the day that veil will be opened, and out is going to come a brand new life, brand new circumstances, brand new something, because that's what God is doing behind the veil. These are the secrets in darkness. Have a good day. See you soon. Bye.